Hello again, it's Cindy from the MFRC Mental Health and Wellness team. Today we're going to talk a little bit about change. Change is inevitable, no matter how hard we try to fight it. And usually, the more we try to fight it, the heavier it feels. Sometimes we have a heads up about the changes we're going to encounter, like a deployment or a posting, but sometimes we don't, like a flat tire or a loss of a family member. Some changes are disappointments, and some changes can be great surprises. Learning how to cope with change can help lower our risk of anxiety and depression. It will make us feel resilient and capable. Not figuring out how to cope, though, can leave us feeling regularly overwhelmed, even by the small things. So, how do we manage change? Start by acknowledging the changes and recognizing that not all change is bad. Tell yourself that things are changing, and that's okay. Evaluate your level of control. It's easy to fixate on the things that we don't have control over, like the actions of other people or decisions that are made for us. And that can give us a sense of powerlessness. To counter that feeling, focus on the pieces that you can control and take responsibility for in that situation. Taking this approach can make us feel more empowered and keep us from feeling stuck in difficult situations. Check your thought patterns and redirect uncertainty. When it comes to change, we often see things as black and white, or we assume the worst. Neither of those thought patterns are generally the most accurate. This tendency towards the negative is our brain's way of trying to protect us from the unknown. You can also refocus your thoughts to be more accurate and positive. Remind yourself of ways that you've successfully handled challenges in the past. What strengths do you have that will help you through this? Tell yourself phrases such as, "Uncertainty means that I don't know the future. It does not mean that the future is bad." Sometimes we end up being too focused on the future, which can cause anxiety or worry. Bring yourself back to the present and what is happening around you. Pay attention to how you're feeling, how your body is handling your stress, and take some time every day to relax. We can do this by practicing our self-care. This includes keeping a regular schedule, eating healthy, sleeping enough, exercising, maybe even meditating. These are the things that help you feel like you're on track and regulated. Sometimes with changes, this becomes more difficult. Make sure you build in some self-care each day for your own well-being. Deal with the loss and grief that you experience. Changes often have to do with losses, such as loss of a relationship or a job, a big move, or a death. Seek support from family and friends, or a counselor if you need extra support. Don't push away these feelings. Acknowledge the loss and allow yourself to grieve, while making sure that you are still practicing your self-care. Grief takes time, but you will feel better. Change can be especially hard on our kids, who frequently feel like they're not in control. Changes that can cause stress for them can be minor things like a different routine, a new babysitter, new teachers, or bigger changes like parents being away for or coming back from training or deployment, postings, loss of family members. To support our kids, it's important that we talk to them about what is going on in their lives. Acknowledge the changes. When they're ready to talk, make sure that you really listen. Show them that you're interested in what they have to say with no distractions. Give them choices over things that they can control. Let them choose between 2 outfits, 2 books, or 2 activities that they can do. It's okay for them to be upset. We all have emotions that need to be expressed. Sometimes kids will show their emotions towards something completely unrelated, like the dinner that you just made or their Lego project breaking. When this happens, try not to be upset with them. Just be present with them and their emotions. Give them a hug and be gentle with both them and yourself. In the face of change, try to keep your routine as normal as possible. It can be helpful for kids to know what to expect. You can also try transitions, giving them a heads up before a change in activities to help them get ready for when that change happens. This doesn't mean that you have to create an hourly schedule and keep them on it, but adding in reliable moments like story time or crafts when kids are missing their predictable school days can be helpful. You can also create rituals with your kids, family game night once a week, or books being read before bed. These can create a sense of normalcy and predictability. Change is inevitable, but we are resilient. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or need someone to talk to about changes or other mental health and wellness topics, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you.